Hey, Robbie. Gary Dobbs here with Gary Dobbs Consulting. I wanted to share with you some systems that I built. I know you're in consulting. I focus on sales automations and marketing automations, though. And I was taking a look at your businesses. Really impressive with the collection of businesses that you have. I'm real fascinated by this one. You have the real estate company that you develop, like gas stations, AMPMs, and such. Seems really cool. Loved architecture, love real estate development myself. So when I was looking in here and seeing that you have like a development firm and you guys have your own in-house agents, right? So I have a way to help them, maybe make them more maximize results and optimize efficiency. So let's go ahead and take a look at the system. I can automate a lot of the sales and marketing automations. So make them smarter, work harder, focus on higher paying tasks, and automate all the low paying tasks so they're not wasting their time on those. So let's take a look on how we can, one way you can do that, right? So keeping in mind, let's say the real estate business, the team is working, like with oil companies that you guys work with, right? Maybe there's some extended relationships that you guys need to develop with. So for example, here first, when I get to a profile of someone that I want to build a relationship with, establish value, and demonstrate my abilities, like anyone on your team can do this by using the software Agile CRM. You can see there's a button that shows right up on a person's profile that they should be, developing a relationship with, right, and demonstrating the value of your companies. So they can just click this button. Now I've already added you in my system, so it's here. I don't need to add it here. Right, so I go, we can go ahead and look, let's see, like, what's a company develop maybe a relationship, maybe with one of the coffee companies, right? Like you need to be nice to get the coffee into other coffee retailers, right? So we could just look at, let's say retail manager, and see if we get any, brings up any profiles of people that you should be working with. Pete's Coffee, I'm not sure, but they probably make their own coffee, but maybe they'd still offer your product. Yeah. A few others. So we want to make sure we're focused on the people. See what people we can find. Here's 3 people in Orange County. So let's just say, for example, this was a store. You might have a more specific job title that would work, right? And that's how you would use it, basically. So your team can do something like use one of the automation campaigns that I built, and I customize it for your market, for your audience, and in the way you do business, so that they could see what it's like, what's different about working with your company, right? And people you want your businesses to develop relationships with. So each of these 3, you can see I have over 320,000 results that came up, but the use limit is capped, so I don't have to worry about all of them going in the system. I would just use this, tell your team to use this tag I created for them, add it to each contact, and add each contact into the system, right? So this just takes away a lot of the time wasted. Okay, so here we are in the system. And those 3 names, Donnie, Melissa, and Daniel, you can see that came up on that search result right here in the system now. So we can just go on and click on one of them, right? And so now your sales team can have these automated campaigns that's helping them sell better, increase conversions, right, from outreach to if they have to set appointments or if there's a meeting. However whatever your sales process is like, I can customize these campaigns. So if we look in here, you can see, one moment. All right. So we would just see, I did a typo, so it didn't start the sequence. So I have to make sure that the tag is typed correctly. And it's gonna just automatically add a campaign to this. It'll come up in a moment when the system's activated. But basically what that campaign is going to do is set up some tasks like this. So your team can be reminded to do specific tasks and also do them at certain times. So these are just ones that come up right with a brand new contact. All right, so now you can see refresh the system, spelled it correctly so the campaign shows up now. And it's going to show a couple tasks that I tell the system to do this and that when these actions happen. So the first one is just, developing the relationship with the right people. Once they respond and connect with your team, then I can say, I would advise them, say, hey, make this custom video, this like this one I'm making for you, and send it to that contact once they connect with you. And so you have the opportunity to send them a direct message without using LinkedIn email. But it works better too also once you have the connection, because it starts to build some engagement, right? And so that's just one way. There's lots of other things in here that can be tracked. This whole system within one, so you don't have to have disparate softwares. A lot of activities in sales, like just the automation I built I'm showing you, or an online calendar, or documents that need to go out, can all be stored right in the system and associated with the contact, right, or company or deal. Marketing campaigns, you can track website visitors, right, build landing pages. You can also service too. So we need, if you want to have a help desk, you can create a knowledge base, have labels so that we make sure we respond to service issues. So let me go ahead and show you quickly also as well the mobile app version. So everything you see here on the laptop can also be done from within the mobile app, which is pretty rare for a lot of software companies. They don't do that. That's why I recommend this one. All right, let's go ahead and look at my phone and see what it looks like inside the Agile system. There we go. And I just want to make sure it's updated, so I'll click on the sort tag or create a date. There we go. So now we have Thania, Melissa, and Daniel, the ones we added. And so you can see I can just go on here and click for Thania, like what we were looking at, and I can see tasks that I need to do. So these can be, created from the system and then spread out across agents, so that each agents are getting a group of contacts to connect with and get done. So we can check contacts. They can even get relevant information on campaigns. So you want to make sure they understand where the person is at in the customer relationship experience. So I can see, like I was showing you in the shared LinkedIn CRM demo tag I added, I could see they're at the early stage because it's just telling me to get the connection, then send a demo video and share that link. So I know from experience that a campaign is in the early stages. There'd be different steps for later ones, and it just kind of gives your team context on what to do next. And it just helps make sure they focus on the high-paying tasks. So that way it brings in more revenue for your company and makes it more efficient. And we can automate all the low-level paid work and just have it automated within the system. So that seems interesting to you, and you want to know more on this page with the demo. You can schedule a CRM demo with me and just answer the questionnaire, and then I'll be able to make a more customized experience and show what can be done with your business based on your marketing engine or questions. Thanks for your time. Great to speak with you, and I look forward to hearing back from you, Robbie. Take care.